My distinguished guest here today on the OAS podcast is Brad Doerschuk, CEO of InFocus. InFocus is a full-service retina specialty CRO. So welcome to the OAS podcast, Brad.
Thank you.
It's great to have you here. So first, just tell us a little bit about InFocus.
So InFocus is the first and only retina specialty CRO, and we're formed by retina stakeholders to address what they saw as an important need in the emerging market of retina clinical studies and clinical development. It was a company that was solely focused on the retina therapeutic area.
Okay, so how does it differentiate itself from other people in that space?
Great question. So because we're therapeutically focused, we're able to provide a much deeper integration to that therapeutic area and a lot more comprehensive, higher quality, higher touch services. So a few things that differentiate us critically are our staff experience and retention. So all of our operational staff, project managers and monitors, things like that, have years, sometimes 10, 20, 30 years experience in retina. They know the sites, they know the patient populations, they know the equipment, the therapeutic area incredibly well. And then secondly is our retention of those staff. We have over 90% retention rate, whereas traditional CROs turn over their staff about every 2.5 years. We retain those staff, we take care of them, we find the best talent and retain it. We're the only company with a retina specialty scientific advisory board in the CRO space. We have retina specialists on staff as medical monitors. We have an RTI database, real-time intelligence database, which tracks activity at over 400 sites globally in the retina space, which is really powerful because when you're going to start up a study and you critically need to know what sites to go to right now to enroll and have success with that study, we can help you with that. We track real-time data on enrollment trends at sites, the volume of studies at sites, a lot of ancillary aspects that really determine the success rate of sites. And it's really, really important because the retina space right now is one of the hottest areas in the world in terms of research and is in dire need of really, really good high-quality sites.
I see huge value in being able to already know and have your finger on the pulse of exactly who's going to enroll patients.
Yes. I mean, historically, one of the biggest challenges or the traditional process of starting up sites in clinical research was just you pull that list from the Pagoda study or the truck, whatever the study was, 3 years ago or 5 years ago, and you say, let's go to those sites. Well, sometimes they're not even in business anymore. Sometimes the investigators have moved on. Sometimes they've had significant turnover, or maybe they've got a large influx of studies right now and they can't take on more. Knowing those critical pieces of information are really powerful to our partners to be able to realize what sites to go to right now. Sometimes it wasn't the site that worked good 2 years ago or 5 years ago or 10 years ago. That changes constantly.
Huge efficiencies there, absolutely.
Yeah.
So what is the most exciting update that you have to share here at the OAS Retina Summit?
That is a great question. I would say, being in my position, our job is to, number one, execute with quality, so retain our partners and make sure their programs are doing well, and then, and two, build our partnerships. And we've just in the last, I think 4 to 8 weeks added 4 new partners, which is really exciting. We have 15 or 20 partners and projects on board right now, all in the retina space. We've already achieved our goals for 2023 and are targeting our 2024 and 25 growth goals and execution. So that's I guess our big news.
I love it. Yeah, fantastic. It sounds like you're on the right track. So as you think about the CRO space as a whole, what are the most meaningful advancements in terms of innovation that you're seeing in that space?
Wow. Honestly, I mean, in the CRO space, historically and continually, you see a lot of, from the large CROs, the legacy, multi-billion-dollar CROs, multi-therapeutic, a lot of shiny objects that come up. Like we have a large patient database. We have, a lot of activity like that will try to drive clinical trials. But we really focus more so on things that we feel are more critical, like that database I was telling you, site information database that drives things more revolutionary. So I would say the biggest thing in the industry as a whole is archiving patient databases and patient data, but we don't believe that it's as actionable in the retina space as it could be. So we're focused on some more innovative concepts and ideas, digital solutions and things like that. Yeah.
Awesome. It sounds like you guys have a lot of interesting initiatives going on over there. So we are wishing you the best here at OAS. Thank you so much for joining us on the OAS podcast.
Thank you.
It's great
Pleasure
to
be
have
here.
you here today. That's it for this episode of the OAS podcast. I'm your host, Carrie Powers.